Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Nolan here, and I just wanted to discuss today what I see gonna be the most important things with AI agents, agentic AI in 2026, where we were in 2025, and where we're going. I don't have a script for this, but I just kind of was thinking about it this morning and figured I'd hop on and talk about it. So, in 2025, there were a lot of things that happened. 2025 kind of seemed like the year of the MCP server. Uh, Basically, if you don't know what an MCP server or model context protocol was, or because we're not using them too much anymore, we simplified, right? I'll get to that. But anyways, the MCP server was basically the USB-C for AI agents. And what it allowed you to do is take an AI agent over here, take an external application over here, and connect them together, right? MCP in the middle, boom, they connect. Now, this AI agent can use tools in this external app. So say it can book appointments on your calendar. It can, do all these different functions for you, like web searching, updating your contacts. Maybe it has a tool to scrape some social media data to make, basically, though, at the end of the day, what we found out is MCP ended up being a fancy word for APIs, right? We ended up learning that the AI itself and AI agents, whatever, are pretty good actually at just making API calls, and they don't need all this extra layer of help all the time to make these tool calls from the MCP servers. And really, with these findings in the last few months, what I've been seeing from the different AI companies and their blogs and their, case studies and stuff is everybody seems to be simplifying. And what I mean by that is stripping down, where at the beginning of 2025, in the spring, people were having 30, 40 MCP servers for one AI, just that's where we were. Now, I personally only use one with my coding agents. With my other agents, I try to use as few as possible. Like for my real estate agent girl one, that's a very simple, stripped down MCP server solely because there's more function needed than just API calls for that real estate server, right? So at this point, going into 2026, it's January 6th, 2026 right now. I'm thinking everybody's going to be figuring out how can we strip these down and make them purposeful for general purpose, but a specific task, right? So right now, AI is good at coding. AI is pretty good at image generation, getting better at video, audio generation. It's good at that too. So how can we make it, though, more generalized for business, finance, managing those different aspects of companies for all the way down, HR, accounting, like just go down all the branches of what a corporation normally has. How can AI help with each step of those, right? And what I'm thinking is we're going to find that the best thing to do is start with the smallest batch of tasks. So, what can be automated without AI? All right. That's great. We'll automate that with code. But now, what do we only need to automate one part of the process with AI, right? What's the biggest leverage, but also the simplest task for AI? And I think that's really where the focus is going to be this year is how can we leverage AI in a simple manner, not with 50 MCPs and, this AI can work with your buyers, your sellers, do your customer service, do, your deal flow and everything all in one. No, that's not, I don't think we're there yet. I think this year is going to be about, all right, I got an AI agent for outbound calling and it kills it, right? This is a human's result. This is my AI's result. Okay, I got an AI agent that handles inbound calls and is basically my receptionist at like a dental office, right? This is how much I'm paying a human, we'll say. This is how much I'm paying an AI. This is the AI's results. This is the human's results. Like that's going to be the goal of this year is how can we leverage AI in the biggest but simplest, get the biggest leverage with the simplest execution, right? That's, in my opinion, where things are going. So, yeah, with 2025, I mean, we learned a lot, but at the same time, we also learned that sometimes simple is better. Keep it simple, stupid, the KISS method. I love it. It's been working for me for years. So we're just going to keep following that into the AI of 2026. But yeah, this was just a quick little rant. And I'd love to hear your opinions on where we're going with AI agents specifically in 2026. I know I have many more thoughts about where we might be going with just, generative AI and all this other crap. But regardless, AI agents themselves, I think the biggest thing, like I said, how can we get the most leverage with the simplest execution? If we can focus that in 2026, I think there will be great success. And so that's really where my goals are for the Agentic AI anyways, right? Not trying to build Iron Man's Jarvis here that can do everything for me, read my heartbeat, help me make business decisions, boop, bop, boop, 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 beep, bop. Like, that's not the goal this year. Yeah, that'll be cool down the line. Yeah, it'll be cool down the line when the AI agents can start reiterating on themselves and we already have machine learning and stuff, but what I mean is running like full apps, right? So they can start the project, then they can launch it, go play in the browser. Like, we're getting there, but I don't know if that's exactly where the focus should be in 2026. I think currently we're in a better, more prime position to be able to kind of serve more people without overcomplicating things, not trying to make the AI do absolutely everything. But if we keep it simple, go for the high leverage, focus the AI on a certain task, right? I think we'll be good. There's no reason for us to build, like I said, Jarvis yet. So anyways, now I'm getting into an ADHD rant. So I'll talk to you guys later. My name's Nolan. This was just a quick one. I just had these thoughts in my mind. I wanted to post it. So thanks for watching. If you stayed this long, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a like, subscribe. Plenty more coming. Practical uses for AI agents for business. Basically, I'm just documenting how AI agents are actually changing business in reality. I'm not trying to show you all the shiny objects because AI can do a million things. That's not the goal. The goal is to give you what works, what's practical, and what we can use to actually increase our business revenues, save time for ourselves, get rid of headaches, all that good stuff, right? So my name's Nolan. I'll talk to you later. Peace.